What's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim. This schmutz is Tyler, and it is Hump Day. Wow, chicka, wow, wow. Yes, right. Humping all day. Anyway, hope everyone's had a
Dude,
fantastic day so far,
bro.
and hope you continue to have a fantastic day. So, welcome. Grab a coffee, grab a drink, grab whatever you want, but join us for the ride. Tyler, what do we got going on today?
So, the degradation that is the TikTok star, um, is there's quite the pushback that's going on with it. So, if you haven't heard, and I'd be surprised if you did, because it's kind of like a weird niche thing. But like TikTok nurses are being lambasted. They're being bent over the proverbial MRI machine because they're glorifying people dying in order for clicks.
Hold on. This is happening 2 years later? You mean the whole time through COVID when they were, like, doing
Well,
shit that oh, okay.
no,
Better late
no,
than
now
never.
now that this is all right. So we're gonna talk about that. So in Britain, uh, people are starting to like it's called the Insulate movement. So they're trying to stop oil, like stop oil, any like all of it, exploration, production, use. They're trying to destroy. Eh, trying to destroy is a I use that word very selectively, but we're gonna talk about how they're putting their hands on like famous paintings to try and destroy them. Yeah, yeah, real smart. And like they're super gluing their hands and stuff. Touch on Neil Young, the super COVID warrior that is Neil Young, and how I guess he needs cash. That's it's just it's all of this is all centered around I've done nothing. And you know what? To be fair, Neil Young in his time, absolutely, he was absolutely an influential being person. But now it's look at me. I'm going to exploit what I can in order to try and prop myself back up. And we're gonna end with so the Tamara Lich bail hearing was today. One of them, she has multiple for a supposed bail violation. I didn't see a bail violation, but we're gonna talk about it and the malicious prosecution that is coming out of it should be a wake up call to everyone. So we'll touch on that and anything else. But before we get into that, we are here Monday to Friday, 7 days a week. We're here 7 a.m. for your viewing and oogling pleasure. We're on YouTube, we're on Rumble, we're on Spotify. So hit the Rumble button. If you're on Rumble, share this with your friends. Hit the subscribe button if you're on YouTube. On Spotify, leave a review, share it, right? Share it with your friends. Hit the thumbs up. Hey, hit the little. All right, we got a lot to get into, so let's just start off with this. So TikTok nurse faces backlash for posting a video of after patient dies. I got my speculation, but a TikToker has come under fire after posting a viral video of themselves working at a hospital as a nurse, with the caption "Lost a patient today," facing criticism over the appropriateness of filming such a video after the death of a patient. On her TikTok account, Olivia, the nurse, posted on June 17th titled, "It Never Gets Easier." The video didn't take long to go viral, and many comments were sympathetic, expressing the challenges of being a healthcare professional. I don't need to go much more into that. So, obviously, at the start, it was very, you know what? Yeah, it's a hard thing. But then think about this, you have to shoot the TikTok, you have to create the reaction, and then you edit it and post it. one thing that I think that people seem to forget with TikTok is it's edited. Like, there are videos of the Roe v. Wade thing where you literally see a woman going, "Ah!" Like, she's looking at the camera and then makes the reaction. She starts throwing her hands, and my hair's going all over the place, and she starts pounding a pillow and, "Ah!" And then she stops, and you see it stop. Like, she just it's a filmed reaction. It's a fake outrage. You
That's
see this
insane.
over. Oh, it's ridiculous. But people are seeing this as reality now. Like I've said many times, we used to dip our toes into nature. Now we're dipping our toes into reality. We live online. We dip our toes into into reality. So you're seeing this more and more. And she ended up getting like, why would you be doing this? Why would you know what? And any nurse that oh, heroes work here. Get fucked. Get fucked. You are
You know,
paid handsomely to do a job. Quite handsomely.
what I find funny is you never see people like firefighters sitting there going,
Plumbers.
"I'm a hero." Uh,
Mm,
People from the war, like whether you're in the army, the navy, the whatever, you don't see them going, "I'm a hero." Like a lot of the times, even if they get like say a hero medal or something like that, or a medal of bravery or something like, yeah, they feel good about it, but they're not sitting there going, "Hey, look, I'm a hero." Like,
yeah, look at me. Look at oh my god. Huh? My buddies died so I could get this purple heart. That's how fucking cool I am.
see this
I
gold
I
star?
yeah. It's this idea of such gratification, instant gratification. And it's like, this is one thing that pissed me off with Facebook and why I got off of Facebook the first time. Only reason I'm back on is because of this. That's it. Otherwise, I would not have a Facebook group. Fuck no, not on your life. But what you see everyone, you know, uh they just they have to post a picture. They don't think of enjoying, the moment, and that is one thing I am actually quite proud of. I don't go, "Oh, we should film this. Ah, I gotta post this to Facebook. Man, if I how many likes could I get on Twitter for this? What if I did this? What if I posted that? What if what if I exploited old people or homeless people in order to get virtual likes and kudos on the internet?" That has never crossed my mind. I don't have videos of like, I have some videos of, maybe taking the dogs to the park that I send to him, like, "Hey, look at this. This is kind of funny." Like, our dog just zooming like that. But I don't go, "Oh my god, I gotta post it. I gotta post this. Hold on, guys. Hold on, hold on, hold on." Oh my god, you guys see that? You're gonna check out my OnlyFans. Oh, come on, whatever. I don't care. But you're seeing, like I said, nurses were paid handsomely. And then they started become, "Oh, we have political, we have clout." You're clout chasing. That's literally what's going on here. And it's so cringe. It's so cringe. Like, could you imagine if you went to work? Like, what if I went to work and like, "Hey, look, guys, oh my god, I on my semi, I put um the lifeblood of North America on the side." Like, no, you don't give yourself the title. What are you doing? If anything, it's like, "Hey, fat fuck, get out of my way." Like, and to be fair, that'd be pointing at me. I'm like, I'm fat, get out of my way." like, it would be something like that. It wouldn't go, I'm so important. If there's one thing in the world, you need to love me. No, no, like, and I've made it clear on here, like, dude, I really I don't care. Like, I do my job. My job isn't to it's just to make sure that my customers are happy. That's it. That's my job. and I don't record it. No one that has any type of self-respect. And to be fair, this Olivia chick is fucking hot.
Oh my
So, maybe that has something to do with it.
The next time that one of your customers gives you a compliment, you should be like, "Hold on, hold on, hold on." Pull out your phone. "Can you say that again?" Like,
I'm gonna
record it. I'm gonna post it.
I'm gonna get so many likes on TikTok, like Super Trucker. Oh my god. You're gonna love it.
Roadrunner 5000. What?
Yeah, but so you're seeing this more and more that you're seeing like an edited version of reality. But and if you're really like, can you be any more of a scumbag loser human being? Looking at you, Logan, Jake Paul. I don't know which one. I know one of you filmed people that committed suicide, but you
Yeah.
have to profit. You have to treat clout chasing over dead people, people dying.
That to me is just it's beyond. Like, that's gone so far overboard, like, I don't even know how anybody would look at something like that and be like, "Oh my god, he's so cool." Mm,
And
I
to be
so
fair,
wanna be him.
if I had like an employee during company times, like, hey, hold on, I gotta film a TikTok. Excuse me, do I pay you to film TikToks? Is that what I do? Then, then you know what? How about this? How about you do that, and I don't pay you, since apparently your TikTok clout is more important than the job that we're trying to do here. I'm paying you to go make TikToks. That's what I'm doing here, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I'm paying for. How about you know what? You can work in the building, but you're not getting a paycheck. Go do your TikTok thing. Okay? Don't let me stop you from being the next sensation. Holding you back. I don't want to hold you back.
Go be free, butterfly, be free.
Yeah. All right. Let's look at okay. So like I was saying, there is an insulate Britain movement going on where they're trying to, we need to insulate houses because we need to get off gas. We need, the Greta Thunberg, like they're trying to put that in effect. But what they're doing, all right, let's just we don't have to play the whole thing of this from this was from the post millennial. We don't have to play the whole thing, but Chrome Dome with a face mask, so you know which way he votes. Communist. Power bottom. He votes power bottom. Hey, can you look at this Chrome Dome?
Your story to the disruption.
What the
Leonardo da Vinci said, out of all the sciences, art
So
is
they're
unusual
putting
in
for
that
audio listeners. They have the
now
Last Supper
more
from
than ever
Leonardo
today,
da Vinci, and they're
communication
putting
is crucial
super glue on their hands and they're
and the
sticking it to the
experience
painting
of
to
humanity
protest oil.
is kind of
Oh
catastrophic.
my god, yeah, and there's, spray painted underneath "No new oil." Seriously, they're super gluing their hands to the Last Supper painting?
All right, okay,
Oh
all right. That
my god.
I don't want to put this out into the world, but do you see those pussies? They can't even put their hand on the painting itself because you know what would happen if they did.
Thankfully, they didn't, like, I was getting a little nervous there, I think even on the frame is sketchy enough, but, like, oh
But
my god,
that,
yeah, if they're do some weird ass protest and stick their hand on the painting, holy fuck.
well, there was another video of someone, but I believe that it was behind, like the painting was behind glass, and someone ran up and hit it with like cornstarch or paint or something, like another old famous painting. Like, okay? Can we be real for a second here? Like, I don't. One thing I'm very bad at is like making stuff up. Saying things that let me check this, okay? Saying things that I don't mean. Saying like if you met me out in real life like that. I am no different. I'm the same kind of energy. I'll tell you the same stuff. I'll make the same jokes. I'll make the same offensive comments. You know, there's no difference here. But can you believe the either the arrogance? You know what? Well, I would have to say arrogance of them to think I know how to make a political message. I'm going to destroy, attempt to destroy a painting that has nothing to do the Last Supper. What does the Last Supper have to do with oil? It's about a political statement. Oh, you mean the fact that you what benefited from oil, and now the countries that are saying like, hey, can we get in on that? No, fuck you, South Africa. Fuck you, South America or Africa and South America. No, no, you're not allowed. No, black people. No, no,
Well, and
not allowed.
I don't understand, like, what are they protesting on? They're literally protesting on a painting that was done a bajillion years ago, what, with oil paint? Is that the
I
thing?
I I would that's kind of my assumption, but still, uh, sure,
You know, I gotta
sure.
say, like, I'm
How'd you
an
get there?
what?
How'd they get there? What did they walk?
Probably carpooled.
What
Maybe they
what are
rode.
you wearing, dumb motherfucker? What are you wearing? Oh, shoes that use rubber. To be fair, rubber comes from trees. What about the plastic that's in it, dumbass? What about your shirt? You think it doesn't there's not some type of plastic, there's something in there? You think your hair transplant surgery, fucking polishing buffer wheel that you have to use on your bald fucking head, you think there's some
Buffer
plastic
wheel.
in there to keep it nice and shiny?
Obviously needs a little bit of oil. We should call that
Yeah.
sweat. Mm. But see, the funny thing is like, okay, I consider myself well, I am a creative person, right? But like when it comes to like artsy, I don't know. I think they're like right there with the leftists. There's like a couple screws loose up in there.
Oh,
Not
the
all of them.
environmental and climate change activists. Like, okay, you know what? Let's move on to this next one because these people you're like the epitome of retarded. In fact, I'm fairly certain a doctor says I'm a retarded doctor. But you know what? You determine for yourself. So let's play this next one. Stop swearing. You get an extra shot. All right.
What
So this
was
guy that
that?
so right at the very start it says it's just ink. So these climate activists are blocking a road. Hey, your reflective vest that you're wearing has plastic. Whoop. Yeah.
I don't
So he was trying because people are getting pissed off because they're blocking roads. People are just trying to go to work and they're saying, "We need to stop all the oil. Stop using the oils. We we need to go on sun power. We need fairy dust and solar and um abolish gasoline now."
so
As
what does the ink have to do with it?
that guy is a no, he's a person. He's just that guy's just trying to get to work and they're blocking the road. So he goes, ah, ah.
Oh. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I thought that was part of their political statement. I'm like, "What? What does the ink have anything to do with it?" Uh-huh. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I see.
he bukkake them with like Shakespeare.
Right? It's like, "I'll show you." It's
All right,
permanent.
let's
It's gonna be there for a while. Mhm.
oh, it's so funny. It's so funny looking at these people's faces after. It's so funny. It's so benign. Like it's just I use squid. Attack of squid. Like,
It's sad that we have to do this. I hate doing it. I'm a retired doctor. I spent my life trying to help people, and I'm reduced to having to do this because the government won't
all right,
address the problem
play it again.
adequately.
Play it again.
It's sad that we have to do this. I hate doing it. I'm a retired doctor. I spent my life trying to help
I think he says, I'm a retired doctor.
I hate doing it.
Don't take this
I'm a
from
Oh,
me,
retired doctor.
you
sorry.
My life
bitch.
trying to help people. And
Definitely retarded. Sorry.
this because the government
You know
won't
what? And
address the
I'll
problem
say,
adequately.
people are just trying to do the best they can. People are trying to be environmentally friendly. You know, a lot of people they try to recycle. Tried to stop using plastic. You know, but it's the you know what the funny thing with this whole climate activist movement is when you see a paper straw wrapped in plastic. Yeah, fucking brilliant, brilliant. That like surmises the whole climate movement up.
Pretty much.
Not when
So dumb.
No, not when Justin Trudeau says, "Hey, in order to fight the climate, I need to fly around in my fleet of private jets, government-funded jets, in order to help stop the climate change." Okay, and let's say this. Let's say this. Let's say climate if climate change is real. I'm not saying it's not. Okay, relax. Okay, if it is, if climate change is as big as a deal as they're saying, and let's assume that okay, if it's man-made, if it's man-made climate change. Okay. At what point do you think government is capable of doing more for climate change than people don't already do themselves?
Definitely telling people what to do. That works, right? Oh shit, you
Ooh.
already did it yourself? Well, no, I told you to do it. So, gold star.
Oh, perfect. That means I can go fly on my jet. Haha.
Yeah.
Thanks. Good job, plebs. Eh, looking out for me. Looking out for my Führer.
Yeah, well,
Mm,
I mean, I'm trying to save the environment here, so you guys need to do more so I can continue flying because I that's just something I'm not gonna give up. Sorry.
yeah. Like I'm fighting for justice. What are you doing? Existing? What
Psh.
what are you all right. Okay. And so, you know, you see people are just trying to do the best they can. They're trying to make the right decisions. I'm I'm sure the overwhelming majority of people are just trying to do the best that they can. And then you have people that go, "You need to stop driving." And all you do is people just go, "No. I'm trying to take my daughter to the doctor. Not that retard one, an actual one." I'm I'm just trying you know what, man? I'm just trying to get to the end of the month. I'm just trying to rub 2 bucks together to get to the end of the month. Gas already costs a lot, and now I have to burn it because you dildos are sitting here. That's what really happens.
Well,
People
see,
are just
and what I find a little funny though is that okay, you have people who will decide to protest, but to me they just where they decide to actually protest in a lot of places and ways makes no sense to me. So you're blocking off people that might already some of the people in that line of cars that you're blocking off might already be super environmentally friendly. They could be carpooling with like 6 people in there and 2 in the trunk. Like you don't know. Like
well, come on, this isn't a smuggling group in Texas. Come on now.
well it could be, some potential mobsters or serial killers, want to see how many people fit in the trunk. Testing it out,
No, that used to be a selling feature.
right?
Like, I'm
You know what?
joking.
The funny thing is, when I bought my car, that is literally what I did. I was like, I'm like, "Can I see the size of the trunk?" He, like, opens it up. I'm like, "How many bodies do you think I could fit in here?"
Oh
100%.
boy.
Uh-huh. They loved me.
All right. So let's look at this next one. So this is a gentleman that had the bright idea of, you know what? Let the Darwin future recipient. Let him say it.
cut the hair.
Do you regret the gluing? Are you
Yeah, it's not one of my better moves. Yeah.
Oh my god, he glued his head?
Sort of make statement,
You
Oh my,
dumbass.
what an idiot. He glued his head to the road.
What if an like EMS or something had to get through and they're like, "Hey, get out of the road." And he goes, "I can't." What are you glued to it? Quite literally, yes. Yes.
Quite literally. Well, could you imagine, honestly, what if some freaking idiot was like drunk driving or even just driving like an idiot and slammed into a car that happened to be right in front of him and then just like boom, right over him? Oh.
I honestly I don't think these people really consider the consequence. And you know what? And I'll say this. We don't have a fear of cars in North America. We really don't. Like you're aware they're like 4,000 pounds of killing machine, right? Like, but what do? You could literally you just walk out onto the street and you go, yeah, they'll stop.
To be fair, I'm not gonna even try and deny the fact when I was one of those know-it-all teenagers, who knew everything and everyone else was stupid, 100%. I'd walk across those roads and just cut in front of people and I'd be like, whatever, they have brakes, I don't. Like I was a total dick. But the thing is, like, seeing it now, I'm like, oh, like, what an idiot. You could have got yourself killed so many times. But
Oh,
it's
definitely.
like, and 100%. Well, then you even being a truck driver, like, it's not even just people walking across the road with cars. You have dumbasses that decide to start brake checking in front of a semi. A semi
Mhm.
that's literally weighs as much as a house. And you slam on the brakes, guess what? He's just speed bump. That's it. Like, what an idiot. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, damn. That unfortunate little situation you seem to find yourself
Right? How'd
in.
that work for you?
No, but you're seeing a lot of like the self entitled that I know better than you what to do with your life. I don't know you. I've never heard of you. I couldn't even tell you your eye color. But I know that car that you're driving is killing everyone. I know that the cell phone that you're using is killing everyone. You know the plastic bags and the groceries that you purchase killing everyone. Like, man, like
Psh, man, I
I
threw it
just
on the
like,
ground. Sorry, you did that? It reminds me of that
yeah,
song.
climate change, I threw it on the ground. But still you're just seeing, the narcissist that I know better than you. I know so much. I know how to run your life better than you. Oh, who do you?
100%. A little side note though. Do you think, okay, I got it stilled here. Do you think in this video with smartest man in the world award that decided to glue his head to the ground, I see a little asthma inhaler there. Do you
Yeah.
do you think that's his? Do you think he started giving himself like a panic attack? Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
Well, there you go. Comes in that's in plastic. Well, I guess
Ooh.
tough shit. Sorry. No steroid, no lung steroids for you, John the what the fuck's his name? Dwayne the Rock Johnson? Hmm? No lung steroids for you.
See, and that to me is just always I always find amusing the fact of people like vegans walking around in leather shoes or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like they're going to take a stance for this and they're going to have this big, I don't know, to do about it. And, I got to stand up and I got to fight for this. But then they're super hypocritical on the other end. Like it's just it.
Oh, no, the huge disconnect is, those, like, vegan farms? Like, you know the amount of animals that die to get you your lettuce? Because combines don't they don't exactly,
Stop.
yeah, yeah, they don't harvest they don't see, like, an animal and go, "Oh, squirrel? Nah." No, it's like, sound effects and all. It's a giant grinder.
Ew.
Like, what do you yeah. So if you think like, "Oh,
Oh, I
I'm
never thought
vegan,
about that.
I'm saving the animals," you should see what happens. Watch the buzzards and watch all the birds, like the carrion birds that start flying around during harvest season.
I never thought of
Squirrels,
that.
ground nesting birds, fawns, little deer, they sit in grass to hide. Um, but
Poor
that's the
little
thing.
Bambi. Thumper.
And
Oh
and
my god, there's so many thumpers in there.
and unfortunately, that's a reality of the situation, but it's so disingenuous, and that's the whole thing. The climate activist movement, the vegan type of stuff, it's so disingenuous because you're ignorant to your own movement. What is actually going on here? So it really shows just a lack of awareness happens on both sides. In fact, I would say, call me crazy, it's probably more humane to have cows on an open pasture than it is to have a monoculture of lettuce. Where you have insecticides, herbicides, any type of pest control, repellents, stuff that's built into the seeds themselves. Huh?
To be fair, I'm honestly not sure how many of those pastures or whatever there are that actually have cattle that are just, free range and out and about. There's not too
Oh,
many. There's lots where they're
um,
stuck in cages.
not well. I would not be surprised. Yes, but a lot of the farmers' fields that I go through, around like Alberta and even some places in BC, they're just free range. They're just running around just with a fence. That's really it.
Those are the
So,
good ones, though. I mean, unfortunately, that doesn't really happen a lot. Dairy farms, you don't see that. They're literally just in cages. A lot of hog farms, same thing. They're just in cages. Chicken farms, those ones are the worst. But there are some places that you can get free range, and those are the places that I would prefer. I know
hmm,
many years ago, my sister lived on a farm, and we would get like half a cow from her every year for meat. And they were all free range, stuff like that. They weren't pumped full of antibiotics and freaking hormones and all this other shit. And I gotta tell you, you could literally taste the difference. Like when you were so
oh,
used
definitely.
to eating that, and then you would go to like get store-bought meat or like fast food meat or whatever, the taste difference between them, it was quite insane.
Hmm. Oh, absolutely. No, but and unfortunately, that's kind of what we've become not really accustomed to, but I understand the reason for factory farming, and I think it's a terrible thing, but I understand the importance of it. It's an unfortunate thing, and when you're having to feed, 400 million people plus, when you're trying to feed the world, I understand. Understand it's not the best, but
I feel like they definitely could do things to improve the conditions and the quality of life in the animals, but I agree with you. Like I do understand some of the the need for it. But again, I think a lot of those animals are badly mistreated, and that doesn't sit well with me,
oh,
which is why
definitely,
I can't really think about it too much.
definitely. All right, let's move on to Crosby, Stills, and Nash, the COVID warriors.
It's like, is this a TV
COVID
show?
warriors. Oh no, that's what the whole band thing was. But so they are back on Spotify 5 months after the super group abandoned the platform in protest of Joe Rogan's spread of COVID misinformation. The group will donate streaming profits to COVID-19 charities for at least a month. The musicians' return to Spotify marks a quiet and relatively unglamorous end to their protest, which has largely has the effect of boosting Rogan's subscriber numbers. Yep. If the podcaster is to be believed, Crosby, Stills, and Nash originally announced back in February that they would pull their music in solidarity with sometimes bandmate Neil Young, who kicks off a series of artist protests at Spotify when he removed his music. Removed his music? You mean the music that he still owns?
Yeah.
'Cause he didn't own about half of his discography. So, yeah, no, he sold out a long time ago, and he goes, "I'm, um, um," and to be fair, this was most likely a manager or, like a producer or whatever saying, "Hey, wanna get your name back in the spotlight? Huh? Just pull your music down for a few months. It'll generate some clicks, generate some buzz. People remember that you're not actually dead. Huh?" That was
Yes.
I think that was actually trending was, "Neil Young's alive?" I thought you
Probably.
had to have been dead. Like, and fair, like, his music was super influential at in his time, but
It
now
was.
it rings hollow now. You only you only you know, that like, a lot of his stuff was, like, not well, it was, like, anti-government, the '70s kinda stuff of, you know, "Screw the man," and all that kinda stuff, and then he goes,
Which
not
is
only what not only is it, "Don't screw the man, let the man screw you."
right. We said around what I was going to say. So just
Well,
another
you can't.
typical one. We should make like a shirt of all the you know, damn the establishment, damn the man, fork the government, all that other shirt, and just like, so you can have like the Green Day guy, Rage Against the Machine,
Yeah.
Neil Young, like put all these guys on there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah, they're all saying, "Rage against the machine," the evil establishment, the military industrial complex, the Hollywood, the movie industrial complex, throw in all the other industrial complexes, the expansionist, the empire, and then go, "I like it." Mhm.
I know, they're just a cheap little whore now.
Yeah,
It's like, "Oh, 250 sucky sucky? Alright. Okay."
yeah, oh, me like taste of old cock.
Ill. I I hear
You
that's a
voted him.
soup.
You you voted, yeah, cock soup.
Yeah.
You voted him in. You got rid of mean tweets for Neil Young for $8, $9 gas. Oh, those mean tweets are those mean tweets kinda worth it now?
Hey,
Actually
we're funny.
actually had peace in the Middle East. For the first time, there was actual peace agreements in the Middle East. But mean tweets.
I
He
thought it
said,
was
"Grab him by the pussy." You know what? Maybe he should have grabbed some people by the pussy. Maybe maybe he would have pulled it off and said, "Oh, there's a dick. Oh, what the hell?"
You're welcome. I just saved your life. And your manhood.
Yeah, yeah. Gender reassignment. Just,
You're
pull it.
welcome. God, people are
I
so
did it. My
ungrateful.
hair is. Eh. All right, so yeah, you're seeing this kind of faux outrage, and that's really what it is. Like a lot of these bands are just, oh, I can grift off of this. You see, so many musicians are saying, oh, Eminem, Eminem, the man that grew up on hard times, and my mom's spaghetti on my
Vomit.
open butt cheeks already.
Ew.
Oh, because now he's just getting screwed. That's all he is. He's just, oh, oh, Trump's mean tweets. Yeah, plebs.
I'm
You
not
kind of become what you hate.
I'm not gonna lie, like, out of most people, Eminem is the last person I would have suspected to be political in any sort of way. Like, to be fair.
Not I figured that he'd be, like, anti-establishment, if anything, like, "Hey, look, these people are suffering, and you just sent 50 billion with a B to Ukraine?"
Yeah.
I grew up on food stamps and my mom beating the crap out of me. I grew up in a neighborhood where we were all abused, where we were gunned down in gangs. That's what I grew up. And he goes, oh, yeah, don't fix those problems. I got my mansions. I bitch and moan about this chick that I knocked up. You
Damn that Kim.
know what? I hate Kims. Hate all of them.
Right? They're such bitches. To be fair, I've never met a Kim I've liked. Ever. I'm being serious. I've known a lot. And they're all a bunch of bitches. Like 100%.
You know what? The argument of putting women back in the kitchen. Hmm? Hmm? All
Uh,
right, let's get to the pièce de résistance, or as they say in English. So Tamara Lich, so she's been sent back to prison because supposedly she had violated her bail hearing, or her bail conditions. Sorry. So let's recap this a little bit. Oh, she was detained for 2 weeks during the Freedom Convoy, for 2 weeks, for mischief. Mischief. You know, if you, like, spray painted on a wall or whatever, mischief.
Sticking your
She
tongue out
spent
at a police officer. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's 2 weeks solitary confinement.
Shit.
Alright, but so the JCCF, the Justice Center for Constitutional Freedoms, they put on a gala each year, and they have the oh my god, I can't remember the award. Uh, hold on.
Please tell me it's the Freedom Award.
Well, it is based on freedom. Gala award. Oh my god. So it the George Jonas. Oh, I don't know why I don't remember that. So the George Jonas Award. This is a man who fled. Is it Hungary? I believe he fled Hungary
Oh, I
and
thought that
moved
was
to
the Jonas
Canada.
Brothers' father. Oh.
Oh no, gay. But so this George Jonas fled. I believe it was Hungary, and came to Canada. So he's trying, and so this award is named after someone that was fighting for freedom. I don't know the exact details of the George Jonas. You know what, I probably should, but I just haven't. Um,
Tisk,
so
Rhoda.
so she said, "You know what? I'll be there. I'll come." And oh, les gasp. The media whirlwind that sprung up was she's violating her bail conditions. No, this isn't communist China. What do you what do you think this is, Cuba? Of course you can go. So that was already done. That was done and dusted. That was dealt with. So she goes to the gala, and the hearing was, like I said, was earlier today. And so what they are, well, you know what? Okay, so let's say after the gala dinner, a photo was posted of her with other freedom fighters. Okay, so there's just people at this gala dinner.
Oh,
Like,
my God. I
I know.
mean, they all just look disgusting. Like, do you see all the guns they're holding? Oh, those terrorists.
Yeah, plotting protests and all this crap. All right, so this photo had surfaced about her at this gala dinner. What happens? A Canada-wide warrant is issued for her for violating her bail conditions. And we talked about this the other day. That the same type of people that have world or Canada-wide warrants are like murderers on the run, or like serial, women touchers, all this type of stuff. Okay, Canada-wide warrant issued. She's put in prison, or she's put in remand for 6 days in Lethbridge, and then sent over to Ottawa for 3 more. So she's in jail for 9 days. 9 days for a photo. Well, I was listening to this hearing. First off, it's a joke, and I say that with all sincerity and all respect for an actual judicial system, Jewish system. L'chaim, get against the wall. Uh,
I'm
but so this witness, the star witness that ended up having to go arrest um Tamara, was a homicide detective.
Ah! Whoa. Oh my God. Who'd have thought bringing a bunch of people together in big trucks in Ottawa, waving flags, having bouncy castles, and
No,
telling everybody,
no,
hold
it's not
on,
that.
to be peaceful would warrant a homicide detective going after them?
No, no, that's not what happened. A homicide detective that seen that photo said, "Oh," no, according to his words, he says, "Oh, I seen the photo, so I knew she violated her bail conditions. I went after her." With another homicide detectives, 2 homicide detectives for a photo at a dinner. 2 homicide detectives being paid by the Ottawa citizens on taxpayer dime, going after someone for a photo. During the hearing, during Mr. What the hell's that lawyer's Greenspun? I can't remember his first name. Says, can you describe any of these people in this photo? And he goes, "Oh, that's what the hell's the guy's name? Thomas Morazzo, one of the people that she's has a no contact order with. Can't picture anyone else. Oh, he got Tamara and Tom Morazzo.
Hearsay. Hearsay. Objection.
No, but because the lawyer had said, "Well, who's do you know who John Carpe is?" He goes, "No." Like, "Oh, that's weird because that's her legal representation that's there." The guy wasn't even at the dinner. The dude wasn't even at the dinner. Her lawyers are saying, "You were all there. We just weren't in the photo." You're gonna charge someone, send 2 detectives, and the real weird thing was, he was saying, "Oh, I did it of my own volition." He acted
Really?
alone.
Really? A
100%.
homicide detective, just felt it absolutely necessary to track down somebody from the Freedom Convoy because they were so dangerous. Just, I had to do it because it felt so wrong not to. I mean,
Well,
anti vaxxers.
I'm calling this now. I'm calling it right now. These homicide detectives were pushed by the prosecutor. What was his name? Cringy? He's super cringe? Prosecutor Cringe, something like that. No joke. That's what it's like cringer or but like something cringe.
Oh, he picked the
He's
best
just
career.
yeah. So I'm calling it right now. The prosecutor had these detectives intentionally, because he couldn't describe anything. He didn't know who was actually in that photo. He wasn't there. And the prosecutor pushed to have this changed, just a bail violation, to a Canada-wide warrant for a photo, which, again, listening to it, the judge sounds like he's not having it. I don't remember the judge's name, but the judge was not having any of this bullshit.
I hope so because that is exactly it. It is literal bullshit. Like, come on. Like, it's not like they were at some sort of rally, like, getting together and trying to plan the next takeover in Ottawa and what bouncy castle they're gonna bring.
Well, and what was really astonishing, so they had text messages, 4,000 text messages. The best they were able to get about any type of formulating a protest was an exchange about getting dressed to go. That was old. That was an old series of messages long before Canada Day. That was the best they got. No joke. The best they got was a text message exchange about getting dressed.
Oh my god. That
That
is
that that's the got ya.
oh, hands down. They got her. I mean, getting dressed.
Yeah,
Woo! I mean,
red-handed.
100%.
But
There's nothing worse they could have got her with.
well, and even the prosecutor had said, "Oh well, she had that she had said that she was seeking to cause violence." So that's weird. She's never in fact she has never actually pushed for any type of instigating or anything like that. Maybe it
Ever.
wasn't the prosecutor. Maybe it was the witness. Somewhere in that exchange, someone had brought up something about of violence. But so you're this is let's not get this mixed up. This is political prosecution. This is malicious prosecution. They are trying to make an example of her that if you go against the government, we will come down on you so hard. You might be found innocent, but just going through the system itself will destroy you.
You know what this
That's
rem
what's going on here.
you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the guy from Area 51. The guy that literally, like, his entire life is over because they kept, like, harassing him and stuff like that and trying to make him disappear. And,
Yeah,
like,
Bob Lazar.
yeah, like, his whole life was, like,
Hmm.
ruined because he was speaking up again or about Area 51. Like, this literally reminds me of the same thing because with him, what is he doing? He's going against the government. With Tamara Lich, what was she doing? Going against the government. So even though there's been nothing, it's they're just they have such a hard on to literally make her life a living hell.
Oh, 100%. They're looking for any reason.
Yeah.
And in that photo that you don't see, oh, they were really trying to push the idea. And in fact, this prosecutor was trying to, there's a thing called leading the witness when you are trying to elicit a certain response, like saying, how big of a breach was, or how serious of a breach was this violation? Well, obviously, the witness is going to say, well, obviously, it was a very serious breach. Like you're loading the question in a certain. You can't do that. You can't. And I remember the judge saying, if you go down this line of question, or you better not go down this line of questioning again.
Ooh.
Like, or it was something to that effect. Like, you better get off this line of questioning, or you better stop, or like, no, Joe,
I'll
not
make you
having
stop.
any of it. Yeah.
Good.
Oh, the judge could sanction the prosecutor because he did that a few times. But what was left out, what this a homicide detective? What, are you getting paid extra to suck Justin Trudeau's dick, or is it Jim Watson? Who's di- who's whose flaccid penis are you inserting in your mouth?
Whatever it
Which
is, it's
one?
under the table. But shh.
Oh, 100% it is. 100. They probably get off on that, like, like at a dinner or something. It's like, come here, Miss is a homicide detective, deals with murders. You know what? To be
Right.
fair, the only murder that's going on here is a Canadian democracy. That's the only type of homicide going on here, buddy. That's all you
Honestly,
got.
if I were her, I mean, well, to be honest, if I were her, I probably wouldn't say much because clearly they're just waiting
Oh,
for
I
it.
would. I can't.
But I like if it were me though, like I mean, I'd be like, "Really? This is what your job I'm sorry, there's not enough murders going on out there. Are you a little low on the serial killer bank? You got to come
yeah,
follow
right.
me around?" Whew. Somebody's hoping for that
Well,
big
and
pay raise or, Spoonage.
Well, and so they were saying that her shaking someone's hand because she has a no contact order, physical or digital or electronic. And that's normally what you would see, like, hey, we're having a discussion. We're having an exchange is normally considered a physical or an electronic communication or contact. She shook someone's hand because she was the keynote speaker.
Wow.
And they said, lock it up. Lock it up.
She must
That
be
was the
so ashamed.
this but this was the best they had. It's ridiculous. So, okay, you know what? And
Sounds like
like,
a slam
yeah,
dunk.
scroll down on the show map. This is what this officer, this fine Ottawa homicide detective used resources on. This photo. Can you believe that? Look at those criminals. Thugs. Thugs. Goons. In fact, I was out I was having dinner and I was getting the show map ready, putting stuff together. And so the waitress had come up and she said, like, like, hey, how is everything? And like, kind of what's your plan for the night? And I said, you. I'm just but she said, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just getting a this show that me and my wife we have this shitty little podcast, whatever. I said, well, and we talk about controversial things. The fact that most people don't know that Tamara Lich didn't really do anything. She didn't violate anything, but that's kind of what the story that's being pushed. And it's incredible the amount of people that actually don't know what's happening. Don't do a basic Google search. Use Brave. Use DuckDuckGo. No, you know what? Don't use DuckDuckGo. If you're using DuckDuckGo, you might as well use Google. Like if you're gonna get curated content or curated search results, you might as well just use Google. They're the best at it. But so from this photo, they were trying to deny her bail. And to be fair, Pat King is still in prison. He is still locked up for 3 months. For what?
Holy shite.
Mischief. Oh, and they added the kicker of perjury. Perjury.
What did he
Almost
perjure?
perjury is almost never seeked. Almost never. It is so hard to actually charge someone with perjury. All right, I was looking up some articles. A young Halifax woman accused of trying to help her boyfriend escape from justice after a December 16 homicide. She was aiding her boyfriend that killed someone. She got bail. She got bail within a few days. Oh, look, here's
Nice.
another one. Lucy Lee, suspect in Hamilton shootings homicide. She was given bail. Faces first degree murder and attempted murder in connection with the February 2021 shooting in a Hamilton area business. She got bail.
How does
Pat
that
King, you spoke out against the government. Tamara,
right?
you're a woman and you made Justin Trudeau look stupid. And he hates when women make him look stupid.
Oh, 100%. See, to me, this literally just if you can literally see that okay, there are people out there who have committed crimes that were granted bail. So they've killed people, okay? Can we make this a little more clear? They actually took other people's lives and they were granted bail. Pat King and Tamara Lich started a freedom convoy. They didn't incite any violence,
Ever.
nothing whatsoever, and didn't have any weapons. Like there was literally nothing, and neither one of them have been granted bail. Does this make sense to you? So hold on. Okay. So speaking out against the government is worse of a crime than actually taking someone's life?
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, and you know what? Let's put the cherry on top of all of this. So there's a video here, and we don't have to play it because Fortune.com summarizes it pretty well. Canadian Health Minister Jean-Yves Deluxe, whatever this called dummy, said Canadians may soon be required to get a booster shot every 9 months for the foreseeable future to protect against COVID.
The
COVID.
flu. Oh,
Yeah, speaking to reporters, DeLuca said Canadians who got a shot last summer are no longer up to date. I called it. I called it. I called it. I literally said this is exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get your 1 shot, 2 shot booster. Then what? You're not up to date. Time to get your next one. Time to get your next one. You will perpetually be out of date.
yeah.
And you know what? The crazier thing, I had the unfortunate pleasure of listening to the Communist Broadcasting Corporation. I want my booster shot now. I need it now. I need it now. So you are going from 6 million people that are unable to get on planes, can't leave the country, to what? 20 million. 20 million. And they're looking at enacting this in fall. There's already news reports, stories coming out that this fall, the COVID variants are coming back. They're
Hey,
spooky.
hey, guess what? I got a secret for you. They haven't gone away.
Yeah.
They've
And I
still
don't
been
give a
here. But that's the
what.
funny thing is as soon as the war started, and not to discredit anything that's happening over there with the Ukrainian people and stuff like that, but as soon as that happened, COVID kind of disappeared. It's a little
And now that
weird. But
the blame game is now happening.
I mean,
With Ukraine, that Russia won. Ukraine lost. They got hammered. They're done. Already news reports are coming out that Russia has more or less taken control of key parts of Ukraine. And
sad.
and so it's sad for the people. And that's
Yeah,
that's where my heart breaks. My
100%.
heart breaks for the people. Government, I could not possibly care less. Could not. They're corrupt. They're they've been corrupt for a very, very long time. Well, I shouldn't say very since 2016. 2016, 14. My date might be a little bit off. When they when a pro US, pro West government was installed. And if you think I'm making it up, I encourage you go look at the information yourself. We're not really touching on that, but
I'd had a conversation today actually with a very beautiful Ukrainian woman. And I have to say that my heart broke a little bit when she told me that her city that she came from is broken. Like literally, like that was just her words, is my city is broken. And it just I could feel my eyes starting to tear up and I'm like, oh God, don't cry,
mhm,
don't cry. But it's just I feel absolutely horrible for these people. And I commend the fact that Canada is taking them in. Because again, my big issue is with the government. I don't believe and I do not agree with anything that they're doing right now. The Russian government, the Ukrainian government, I'm not happy with either one of them, but it's all the people that are getting hurt in the process that I'm not okay with. I'm seeing so
oh
many
yeah.
people coming from the Ukraine and it's heartbreaking. I mean,
No,
glad to
and
have
that's what
them.
well, and that's the thing is I don't care about I don't care about the governments in general. They have never acted in its citizens' own best interest. Never have. They It's been a very long time since any government has actually acted in its country's best interest, in its citizens' best interest. Where you have an overwhelming majority of Canadians are saying, "Hey, we don't want these vaccine mandates. We don't want to do this. We want to go back to normal." And the government says, tough shit. Oh, you want to drive? Hey, government, can you maybe lay off on all the gasoline tax and regulations that so that I can still get to work and I just want to get to the end of the month. And the government's saying, no, no, I don't care. But so again, now every 9 months the government's going to say, your shots aren't up to date.
Yeah, I don't know what episode it was. I'm pretty sure it was a few of our podcast episodes. back last year, but 100%. Oh yeah, it was 100% said that it's not going to end at the boosters, or I mean
No,
at the two vaccines and getting your vaccine card. It's never going to end there. It's going to be you need more and more and more and more. And the funny thing is that when you have things like your flu shots and stuff like that, those aren't mandatory. Those are, you can
elective.
yeah. So you get to choose whether you take it or not. And like I mentioned in a previous podcast before too, that I hadn't had my flu shot since I was 17 years old. I have not had a flu shot, and I didn't want to, which is another reason why I was very about the whole COVID thing. But whatever, it's neither here or there. Gotta bend over and take it up the tailpipe. But anyway, it's just it's weird how they do this. And now that okay, so depending on what happens with the war, right? Okay, and depending on what happens if there's another mass shooting or whatever, there's always going to be, it's going to keep coming back to as soon as everything else dies down, all of a sudden, oh, COVID's taking off again. But the funny thing is, like I just finished saying, COVID hasn't gone anywhere. There's still the same amount of people getting COVID. There's still the same amount of risks and stuff. That hasn't gone anywhere. It didn't change with the vaccines and stuff like that. Like it might have lessened the severity of actually getting COVID, or you're still gonna get it, is my point. It just
I
may
I haven't.
yeah, you're lucky.
I haven't, and I meet people, I talk with them, you know, I j I still haven't.
Yeah, which is a good thing. My sister was doing really good, this entire time. She just got it. So, she's doing not so great, but
No, but 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 the point I was making was the government is politically prosecuting, trying everything they can in order to put this woman behind bars, to
yeah.
have a chilling effect where, and I say I unapologetically, I donated to the Freedom Convoy. And now there's a lot of people that are going, well, I donated. Is my bank account going to be locked? Am I going to lose my money because what I I help donate to people that are saying, "Hey, we just want the choice. My body, my choice." Right? Pro abortion people. My body, my choice.
Yeah, it's no different. It's regardless, it's your body, right? And
That was it. That's all they were saying. They weren't saying, "Hey, abolish vaccines. Vaccines cause aught." No, they're just saying, "We just want the choice." And the government's saying, "No, no, you're not allowed to have a choice. And in fact, if you don't do it, you're a racist, you're a misogynist, we'll throw you in prison. We will potentially freeze your bank accounts." They have to justify more and more strict action. Canada is becoming very clearly a communist country. Bill C-11 was passed. It just has to go through the Senate now for a final approval.
what was
Bill
Beast 11?
C-11, that is the online, it basically pushes the CRTC into online content. So it has to be Canadian content. It has to be the government approved content. So this is where when I said that they are almost sheltering themselves from outside influence. And to this Yves Deluxe, whatever this minister, they act as though that is already out there, that is already law, that people don't see the outside world. You don't see what happened in Florida. You don't see what happened in Texas. You don't see what happened in Sweden. You don't see what happened in many states that said, "Hey, you know what? No, we did 2 weeks. All right, we're done." Well, the numbers didn't change. They didn't go up. They didn't go down.
Well, that happened
And it's
to sorry, go ahead, finish first.
I was just going to say that, and they act as though, well, we have the information. No one else knows, can see all of these other countries that, you know, took different approaches. It's like they're already trying to, create a new fucking like North Korea, another hermit kingdom, another China.
Well, and that happened too. I mean, it happened before with the whole Freedom Convoy. Because if anybody remembers, I know we reported on it a few times that it was actually hard to find information on the Canadian Freedom Convoy. I had to go through United States sources in order
Yeah.
to even find stuff on it because it was a bunch of stuff that was blocked. Like they didn't want it out there and there was no. The only stuff that you could find out there was literally stuff from Fox or yeah, you could find some stuff on Rebel News and stuff like that, but any of the major things like it was blocked. You couldn't see shit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and people that are justifying it, you know what? You don't see I think a lot of people don't truly see what's happening here.
No, they
I
don't.
really don't. And you know what? And again, the sad part is there are people that cheer it on. Well, she's a criminal. Oh yeah, she should be in prison.
For
Well,
what
weird
though?
because yeah, yeah. No, I don't. Again, if it was just, hey, you know what, mischief. You know what? Don't do it. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah. We had people pulling down statues, burning buildings, smashing windows, assaulting people, and the government said, oh, come on, it's peaceful protests."
Not
Sure,
only is it
sure,
peaceful protest, but it's justified. Like, they
yeah.
made excuses as to why it was justified, why it was okay for these things to happen. Like, okay, we might not like it, but this is the voice of the people. Uh,
Oh, and there's tons of videos of Justin Trudeau saying, like, with guns, "Oh, well, there'll never be a gun ban in Canada because Canada's a hunting country. We love guns. We love it for shooting and all this stuff." Now look at no, there it has created a ripple. It has created such an effect that there are a lot of people that are going to be concerned. It will shut people up. And that's so bad that people have decided, "You know what? I'm gonna cover my own ass instead of doing what's right." Speaking up. What's the part of a charter of rights if it means nothing, if it can just be trampled on? I don't know. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's too much bullshit for me. Anyway, thank you everybody for sitting and taking the time out of your day to come sit with us and listen to some things that we have to say. Don't forget you can check us out in all the places listed in the description box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we will catch y'all again tomorrow. Bye, guys.